How's it going, everyone? It's me, Lone, and before we get started with today's video, I just want to thank all of you for helping me reach 75,000 subscribers on my YouTube channel. It's been insane because like 2 months ago, we were actively losing subs on the channel, and no matter what I seemed to do, nothing would work. But it's finally turned around, and it's because of all your support, you know, for watching my videos, liking them, commenting on them, and also, of course, subscribing to the channel. And I was having a conversation with someone about this the other day, and they were like, you know, I was watching your videos for like 6 months, but I wasn't subscribed to your channel. And that's just the way YouTube is nowadays. You get recommended videos, and you probably aren't subscribed to most of those channels. So I appreciate to those of you that have subscribed. If you are watching this video and you've yet to subscribe, please, I would really appreciate it if you do. I'm going to keep pumping out 76 content and guides in particular, so I hope you appreciate all of that. But with all that out of the way, let's get to the video. So in this video, I am doing a camera guide for Fallout 76. I'm going to show you how you get the camera and also how you get the different modifications or lenses for the camera itself. I'm doing this because in my last video, which was the backpack guide, linked in the description below, by the way, I mentioned that having the camera made things way easier in terms of completing the challenges to get the backpack itself and also to get all the modifications for the backpack. For me anyways, those challenges which are just like take a photo of this enemy and take a photo of that location, etc. It just made completing those challenges even easier, and I said you should get the camera. So here's a video on how you get the camera in Fallout 76. If you have any questions or believe I've made any mistakes in this video, just let me know in the comments below, and I'm happy to make another pinned comment to kind of address all of that if I need to, like I did in my last video. And thank you to all of you that are correcting me because, you know, we're human, we make mistakes, but I want to make sure that the information on the video is correct. So again, thank you to all of you for that. Thank you to all of you for the support. But for now, let's get to the camera guide for Fallout 76. Alrighty, so we have my very low character in 76. It's only level 5 right there. And also as well, if you look at the quests, I haven't done Wayward Souls, so none of the Waystander stuff, and I haven't even finished First Contact yet. So very early on, this guy has no plans, no nothing. I wanted to do the guide with this character in mind to make sure that all of you can do this quest very easily, or at least as easy as possible, and get the camera with little issues. So what do you do? What do you do when you want to get the camera in Fallout 76? How tricky can it be? This is what you need to do. First of all, before you do anything, head to the menu in 76, either in-game or in the main menu, and go to the Atomic Shop. This is not going to cost you anything, trust me. Go to the camp section and scroll all the way down to the My Personal Terminal. This is a free item and you want to get this, trust me. So just unlock it for free and then it'll be available for you in your camp. And then you want to go to your camp, open the workshop menu, and then head all the way across to miscellaneous structures, okay? I can't even build anything right now. The thing that you want to build is the My Personal Terminal, okay? And you don't need any power for it. This is, you know, without power, it's a great little thing to build, I think, at any camp, because you can do some really cool things with it. And what we're going to do is use it, right? And it's going to open up a few things. You're going to see a couple of options here. Go to Automated Alerts, and then click on the one called Suspicious Person, all right? So it'll say a couple of things. You download the coordinates, and then you've got a couple of things that have popped up right on the screen. So you can kind of go out of that now. And now you've got miscellaneous quests popping up. Where is it? I would say it's on this miscellaneous quest. Yeah, so investigate the suspicious person. So pop that up on the map. I can't even fast travel there, man. I've not discovered anything. So you need to go to investigate who the suspicious person is. I'm gonna go do that, and then I'll show you what we find. So let's go there. Alrighty, so we're finally here at the suspicious person, and I want to make one thing clear before we progress. Where the game takes you to find the suspicious person can actually differ, so don't expect to come to this exact location where I am right now. In fact, when I did this with my original character, I was directed to somewhere at the front of White Springs, so it can differ. That location list is somewhere online, but all I'm saying is just be careful where it directs you, especially if it's a high level area, like where I am now, because there's gutsies that are ripping me to shreds, so I'm going to have to sneak to get to the suspicious person. But we're going to do our best. Look, they're right there now. Let's just run. Let's just do it. Suspicious person. They've got a couple of things. All right, so I got a couple of things from the suspicious person, and I started the quest called Bucket List. This quest is obviously important, but let me show you the thing that I found once I'm in a safe location. No, I'm very much in danger. I'm gonna go back to my camp and then I'll show you what I found. Alrighty, so we're back safe at my camp and I wanna show you what I picked up. Specifically, one of the things is a broken ProSnap Deluxe camera. So what you need to do is craft a camera now at the Tinkerer's Workbench, and that's under the Bucket List quest. Obviously, if you are able to build a Tinkerer's Workbench at your camp, do that. It's way easier. But if you don't have the plans, like my low level character, then I'm going to show you where you can actually find a Tinkerer's Workbench in the game. You don't necessarily need to build it at your camp to complete this quest, so keep that in mind. The location I'm going to take you right now, if you don't have a Tinkerer's Workbench, is Lakeside Cabins, and there's a reason for that, alright? So we're going to go there, and then we'll try and craft this camera. Alrighty, so we're here at Lakeside Cabins, and just to show you again on the map where we are, that's located here, there's a workshop here, and just for orientation's sake, that's Vault 76. So, head here. There's a reason why I want you to come here, is because one, obviously there's a Tinkerer's Workbench, but two, you might find the plan to be able to build your own Tinkerer's Workbench. It's obviously way better, so that's what you want to do. Unlock the crafting item for the Tinkerer's Workbench if you haven't already. And then what you want to do is go to craft. I doubt I'm going to have the materials to be able to do this. Go to camera and then craft the ProSnap Deluxe camera. Now, obviously, I need some silver and some springs. I'm going to try and get that and then I'll be back and craft this camera. Okay, so we're back. I got the items that we need to craft the camera, and I'm just going to do that now to show you what it looks like. So we've crafted the camera. You get some camera film with that too, which is nice. So what you want to do is you head to your Pip-Boy and then you select your ProSnap Deluxe camera. Look at that! You finally have it, and you can take photos of it. It's awesome. Those photos, when you do take photos, and I will show you, if you head to your photo gallery, these are all of my other character, obviously, but they will show up in your photo gallery as well. So it's a nice way to take photos in the game, you know, other than using the photo mode, of course. But now you have it to be able to do quests and challenges in the game. And now we're going to move on to the different modifications and the lenses that you can get for this camera. Essentially, there's like the ability to zoom in more, and also there is a night vision mod for the camera, and we'll get to that and how you can actually get them. I'm going to go to the main camera though, explain one thing, and then we'll get to those modifications. Alrighty, so I showed you all the things that you needed to do to be able to craft a camera in 76 with a very, very low level character as well, which I thought was important. What I want to make clear though is that I think there is a chance when you do the quest where you have to find the suspicious person that you might not actually find the broken ProSnap Deluxe camera on that person. For argument's sake, let's say someone somehow already looted it before you. If that's the case and you don't find anything, don't stress. Just swap servers and you should be able to find another suspicious person with the broken ProSnap Deluxe camera. Of course, if someone has also looted that as well, you have to change servers again, but you'll be able to find it. Also as well, I was doing that on a public server too. As you saw, there were different people's camps set up, so you don't need a private server for this. You can do it on a public server. You can do it with a very low level character. You'll obviously just need to do a few things like get the materials to be able to craft the camera, be able to go to different locations and actually survive. Small things like that, but I think most of you out there would be able to survive that. So, now that we have the camera, what can we do with it? Well, there are a number of modifications that you can apply to the camera, and specifically, as I mentioned, they are lenses. I'm going to go back to my lower level character to show you one of the first things that you need to do to get one of those lenses, and then we're going to go back to my other character because I just want to be able to play with my proper guns and my proper character because I keep dying, and then I'll show you what you need to do for the rest of those mods. So let's do it. Alrighty, so we're back in the game, and let's talk about getting the very first modification for the camera, and that is the 105mm lens. To be able to get this lens, all you need to do is complete the bucket list quest. Now, to be clear, you haven't done this yet. All you have done is get the camera to be able to complete the rest of the quest. As you can see at the top right corner, I still need to complete the bucket list quest by completing the tourist bucket list. What is that? Well, the other item that you picked up off of the suspicious person, or the tourist as they're now known, is this bucket list. And what is on this bucket list? It is a bunch of locations that all you need to do is go around and take photos of, right? So that's how you go about completing the rest of the quest. Now, I'm not going to do that in the game, but just do that, follow the prompts in game, you'll be fine, and eventually you will get as a reward the 105mm lens for the camera. Now, there is another way to get this lens if you don't want to do this quest. I suggest you do it because it's not too bad, to be honest, but here's another way that you can go about getting the lens and the second modification for the camera. And we're going to swap back to my original character. Let's do it. Alrighty, so we're back with my original character. I feel a little bit more safe. And let's talk about the second way of getting the 105mm lens in 76, and also the way to get the second modification for the camera, and that is the 200mm lens. So where you want to go, and you have probably done this a bunch of times if you've played Wastelanders, but where you want to go is to the Overseer's home. I want to show you fast traveling here because when I actually spawn at the Overseer's home, the relevant quest is hopefully going to pop up, and that is the photo opportunity quest that you get from Davenport in the Overseer's home. So let's go there now. Hello, we are here. And then once you get closer, here it is, photo opportunity, quest started. So this quest is obviously part of Wastelanders, and you need to progress a little bit to be able to do it. But once you are able to, and you have access to the Overseer's home and can actually talk to Davenport and get this quest, all you need to do is go talk to Davenport and complete the quest. Now, there is a catch. There are different ways of completing this quest, essentially, because you can actually sell the photos that you take for Davenport to either faction to be able to get more reputation for that faction on a particular day. You don't want to do that if you want to go about getting the plans for the camera modifications in the game. So you talk to Davenport, right? You're going to have a number of options here, and it doesn't matter which one you pick, I'll just take Crater for the sake of it. And then he's going to tell you to take a couple of pictures of Crater and then bring it back to him. Now, again, don't sell these photos to the opposing faction when you do it. Take the photos that he needs, all right? Then come back and turn in the quest to him. And then you have the potential to get either the 105mm lens or the 200mm lens as a reward for turning in this quest. Now, it's not guaranteed. You're not going to get it every single time, but eventually, if you keep doing it enough, you will get the 105 and the 200mm lens. So keep doing it, especially if you don't want to do the bucket list quest for the 105mm lens. Again, I suggest you do it anyways, but if you're doing this quest a lot anyways and you don't care about rushing to get reputation as fast as possible, or if you've gotten all the reputation and you just want to do this quest, then just keep rolling and eventually you will get those two modifications for the camera. I'm not going to do it here again because it's self-explanatory. Take the photos, turn it in, etc. What I'm going to do now is show you where to get the third modification for the camera. So let's do that. Alrighty, so we're here at the Pioneer Scout Camp, and just for orientation again, that is the Pioneer Scout Camp, that is Vault 76, and to get the last modification for the camera, you want to head to this machine here. That's the lake there. There's a building there. Here's the machine, the blue one here. And you can see at the bottom, the third modification for the camera, which is the ProSnap Deluxe Night Vision Lens. So this is available for purchase from this machine for 5 Possum Badges. Now, obviously, in my last video, I went through how to get Possum Badges, and it's not the quickest thing, obviously. It's going to take you a little bit of time to get the Night Vision Lens. If you want to grind for it, go for it. I haven't yet, so I can't show you what the Night Vision Lens looks like, because I'm kind of like trying to get the other backpack plans, like the lead line mod, for instance. But that's how you purchase the third modification for the camera, the Night Vision Lens. Very quickly, if you want to get to this point, you have to get the backpack in 76. Again, the video for that is linked in the description below. And then you want to complete enough Possum Badge challenges to get 5 of them to be able to purchase the mod for the camera. Or you keep doing Stings and Things, Operation Tidy, and Campfire Tales, and you have a chance of getting a Possum Badge each time you do any of those quests. And if you get 5, you can come back here and purchase the Night Vision Lens. And finally, remember, once you've obtained the modification or the lens for the camera and you've learnt it successfully, you do need to go to a Tinkerer's Workbench, select Modify Repair, go to your camera, and then apply the lens that you want to use. On my camera, I currently have the 200mm lens, but I could swap back to the 105 if I wanted to. The main difference between these two, of course, is the fact that you can zoom in more with the 200mm lens. And of course, you can go back to the standard lens if you want to. If you have the night vision lens, then this will pop up here too. Alrighty, Wastelanders, that is all from me. I hope this video was helpful. Again, let me know in the comments if you have any other questions or if there was any confusion or mistakes in my video. I will happily be corrected in the comments below. And until next time, this has been the Lone Vault Wanderer. Please take care of yourselves, and would you kindly keep fighting the good fight.